I want to walk you through what I found pretty unbelievable on Meet the Press. Okay, so I've never seen this before. And you've got to remember, if you ever watched Meet the Press last several years, Chuck Todd would trend on Twitter after the show. The left hated him. They thought that he wasn't back to his roots enough. You know, Chuck was a Democratic operative. And so all the MSNBC types would call that Chuck be canceled because he didn't hit the Republicans hard enough. So Kristen Welker, there was some question, how is she going to handle this? A lot of people were, wow, she actually is Trump on the first show. This shows maybe a turn that this is going to be a little bit more balanced, but nope. I want to show you what I'm talking about because she would have Trump on and then she would go to break. And this is how she would go to break.
I was told by some people that these are sick lunatics that I'm dealing with. Give yourself a pardon. Your life will be a lot easier. I said, I would never give myself a pardon.
Even if you were reelected in this moment?
Well, I think it's very unlikely. What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong.
Now, a little bit of context here on Mr. Trump's allegations he ordered troops in the days leading up to the January 6th attack. The Defense Department says the former president never gave a formal order to have 10,000 troops ready to be deployed to the Capitol. Of course, it's unreasonable to blame former Speaker Pelosi or lawmakers on Capitol Hill for what happened that day. Pelosi's office says the claim she turned down troops was, quote, completely made up. When we come back, former President Trump explains how he would handle calls from within the GOP for a federal ban on abortion.
So you see what I'm talking about here. She has him on. He gives his answers. There's nothing that he didn't talk about. And yet then she would go to break and say, okay, let me fact check everything he said. Not in real time. She didn't stop and say, she did a couple times push back on him. But I've never seen an interview where they break away and then kind of, well, here's all the things about abortion. First of all, she's wrong on abortion. Governor Ralph Northam of Virginia literally said, we wait for the baby to come out on the table and then we decide. That's a direct quote. It's on tape. There's no ambiguity about it. And here she is defending the Democrats. Oh, no. Even though no Democrats will ever say a month or a week like Kamala Harris last week, Trump was right. But she has to get in there and make sure she's fact checking because it's got to all be about appeasing the left. Right? She wants to make sure that she can say, I've got all these guests on. I'm not going to be like Chuck. I'm going to let the Trump people on. But I'm going to make sure that all the folks on the left know that I got the memo, that I'm going to go after these guys. Right? I got your talking points, folks. I'm not going to let him get away with this kind of stuff.